You guys ask me every day, Marksman, what's the best class, best weapon, best attachments, best loadout, best kill streak, best everything, okay? And I've been terrified to make this video because frankly, I don't think loadout videos or class videos do well nowadays. I am afraid this is gonna do horrible, but I'm giving it a shot because you ask so much. Not only am I gonna share everything with you in terms of class, loadout, attachments, everything, I'm also going to explain how to do the glitch that lets you use 2 grenades with perk greed, which I've been keeping to myself because I don't want to be spam nated, but I will show you guys now, okay? Like and subscribe if this is actually something you are interested in or it helps you. After I show and explain everything, this is a lot of talking in this video. Warning, listen, a lot of talking. If you are a sweaty nerd and you want to know about all the best stuff and why it's the best and why we use certain things, this is great for you, but it's a lot of talking. After all the talking, I'm going to show a game where I put it into motion. I'm going to use one of the classes. I'm going to explain the thought process that goes through it all while you're playing and what you have to think about and why we think about things that way. So I hope you like this. This is definitely a video for the tryhards and for the sweats, but it is what it is. We'll see if it does well and we'll see if you guys like it. Firstly, before we go over anything, score streaks. Scout Pulse, UAV, and the new hand cannon. This seems to be the best for search and destroy. I'm also going to mention a lot of these things are catered toward search and destroy, but you can use them in respawn very well, okay? Mainly because the perk combo is insanely good in every game mode, and the weapons are the same in every game mode. You might, however, change the kill streaks if you're playing respawn. You might, however, change your equipment or your what is it called? Your field upgrade if you're playing respawn. So keep that in mind. For the respawn guys, I understand this will be very good for you, but you might want to make a small adjustment here and there, and I will explain that when we talk about it. So, Scout Pulse, UAV, hand cannon, by far the best in search. It's just the best right now. It's easy. UAVs are very good. Scout Pulse is very good, and then your hand cannon itself is probably the best streak anywhere from like the Archangel up to like the AGR. These things are just not that great. A lot of these are not that great. Hand cannon only requires aiming though, which is your problem. But I would say whenever I use a hand cannon, I probably average 2 kills for a 900. I don't average 2 kills with an LDBR. That's 1/3 of the team with a hand cannon. So, and bonus, by the way, a hand cannon carries across rounds in search if you don't die with it and you haven't used up all the ammo. So you get it through multiple rounds, which is crazy. I think that's intended because the Archangel launcher does the same thing, but I don't know. Moving past that, I'm going to have a very dry mouth. I'm going to take sips of water as we go. We have a lot of classes here. I have them labeled for you. Let's go over, first off, everything except the weapons, okay? Tactical. Stim Shot is the best in every mode by far, right? We all know this. Stim Shot's absurd. Sometimes when you're playing bad maps with annoying lanes in them, like Derelict, you swap your stim to smokes and you smoke a lane and push through because there's no way to get around them if they're all aiming straight forward in a line and holding left trigger. The map is badly designed. It fucking sucks. Okay? So we use smokes sometimes. That's just to say you have to adapt to the map you're playing on. Okay? Otherwise, stim, the go-to. Frags. I've been using frags on every class lately for 2 reasons. 3 reasons. You can cook them. It makes it hard to dodge. 2, you can spawn frag a lot of maps. A lot. Like, just there's no explosive delay timer in this game. So you can throw your frag off spawn and it kind of clears a lane for you, or it might hit marker people and make them back up. It lets you know where they're going. It's useful on a lot of maps that way. 3rd, frags will kill you when you have flak jacket on, if it lands close enough. I don't know why. That might be a bug. It might be intended, but a frag will one-hit you through flak jacket at full health if it lands close enough to you. Okay? Assault pack. This is more of your opinion, what you like here. I think I can see a viable option for spring mine, for trophy system, for tactical insert and respawn, for acoustic amp if you're trying to hear people, for morphine injector. I think that's actually really good, by the way. And for sleeper agent. Some of these are bad. Neurogas, not very good. Signal lure, not very good. Warcry, not very good. Scrambler, actually okay. Not too bad. And assault pack is great. as well, just for everybody on the team, because they're all using frags as well. One frag is a kill on a lot of maps, truthfully. So, gets you your frags back. That being said, you can pick whatever you prefer there in that one. The perk setup. This is absurd, okay? I find this to be the most broken in Search. Ninja Tracker, Vigilance, Flak Jacket. I hope they nerf Recon Specialist and they make it so High Alert is not overpowered as hell. It still is, because you don't have to aim at people. If you just hip fire in the general direction, you sweep across and you see them for a second, their screen lights up. Even if sometimes through walls and through doors, it's stupid. So yes, Recon Specialist is still overpowered in Search. It's still overpowered in Respawn. A lot of people run it in every mode. If you want to change this around, however, I totally like seeing Dispatcher and Bankroll. Very good for your kill streaks, in Search especially too. So we'll see. Right now, this is the go-to on pretty much every class. M4 long range. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't cover the guns. I'm sorry, before we go over to the next one. The 9mm, Compensator, Reinforced, Extended Mag, Ergo, Rapid Fire. This is just the best pistol in the game in my mind, easily. And we use the same pistol on every class except for long range weapons. And when we do long range, we go akimbo because we already have a long range gun. This is, we don't need it, you know. We go for close range on the pistol. This is just a follow-up weapon for most of these classes, except for Sniper and like AEK. And you'll see that. As for the M4, I'll show you. Merlin Reflex. I've liked this sight the most. I've been telling my friends about it, told Nadeshot about it, told some other buddies about it. Merlin Reflex is a 1.25 sight. It's not a regular 1-to-1 red dot. Okay? And you're going to notice that in a second. Let's say I'm aimed in on that target. Watch when I aim in. It zooms in a little bit, right? It helps you see targets further away. And it doesn't add too much recoil. It's a clean sight, and you have no iron sight blocking your vision. Some of them still have the iron sight poking up. So I really like this sight. I think it does a very good job at what you want and what you need, with also getting rid of some visual clutter with the irons involved. So for example, if you use the Kepler Microflex, which a lot of people do, this one also zooms in a little bit. I think it's a 1.25 as well, actually. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe it's a 1.2 and the other one's 1.5. But the iron is in the way on some guns. On the M4, it's not too bad. It looks pretty clean. On the Krig, it's in the way. So I like that, personally. The Krig, as an example, let me see if I put that on right there. So you can see how the iron's kind of like annoying. I know a lot of people still run it, but I do not like that. So I just stay unanimous on the rifles. I use the Merlin Reflex. As for the other attachments, the M4 actually has the buffer weight stock. One of the few weapons that has this. It's a new stock in the game, has a lot of recoil control. It does cost you some ADS speed and some aim walking speed, so your strafe speed goes a little bit lower. But it's a very good attachment. It lets you drop off the vertical foregrip, and you can just pick up all your recoil in the compensator. And then you put the ergo grip on, because your ergo grip is mainly meant for ADS and slide to fire. And when you're sliding around the map in this game, which everybody does with every weapon, your slide to fire is important. Now, maybe it's not important on some guns, but it's important on most guns. Also, the M4 has the highest fire rate of the rifles. I'm pretty sure it's 800 RPM. Because of that, I think a 45 round mag is important in pubs. It's 6v6. It's that simple. M4 is still one of the best rifles in the game. It's one of the first weapons you unlock. It is why I try to make a class with it. I like it. With that, we go on to the next one, the long range M4. What's the difference? We add gunfighter, so we pick up a lot of extra attachments, and rapid fire. Rapid fire isn't that bad on the M4, and because we have a lot of recoil control now with the buffer stock, we can rock rapid fire and still be able to maintain good recoil control. A little harder in the long range, but it's very good overall. And the fire rate does actually help you compete with the Krig, because it's like a 8% increase. So there you go. That's the gun. Nothing else changes across the classes. You see acoustic amp. Again, this is up for debate on what you want to use. It's totally fine to run assault pack on a lot of these things. I like acoustic amp on some here and there, and I've been working on the mastery for it. So all good. The PP919, dude. This SMG, I swear it's one of the best in the game. And it's one of the most unique because you do not run the same attachments on it. Because it doesn't have an a foregrip. So, compensator, reinforced barrel, fast mag, ergo grip, rapid fire. You get rapid fire on the PP919 because it has low recoil. So this is an actual really good SMG. I like it a lot. I know people don't use it that much right now. I feel like it's not used a lot. It's very good though. Probably I think it's even better than the Jackal personally because of the rapid fire. But up for debate on that one. I think it's a top tier SMG. The AEK. The only difference about this class, I know it was nerfed. It is still very good at the one burst. You use akimbo pistols, okay? I said on the long range guns, you use akimbo pistols. They're very, very good. I'll show you the akimbo pistol class. This is a sight that I don't know. I'm up for arguments on that. You can. I like the Kepler as well because it doesn't have the iron sight blocking it. But I also don't like the circle of this as much. So I've been using the Kepler Microflex. You can't use the other sights. The sights are specific to the type of weapon. So the rifle sights are not on the marksman rifles. Not all of them anyway. So I've been using that one. I just deal with the iron sight in the face. And then the pistol is, there you go. Suppressors, extended, CQB, akimbo, rapid fire. CQB is for your slide to fire, your dive to fire. Again, you're sliding around with almost every gun in the game. You need to have slide to fire. So ergo grip and CQB on pistols is used on almost every gun. Almost every gun. Again, stem, frag, acoustic amp. I'm not going to go over the perks on every one of these because, again, it's like the same on all the classes. You can change it based off of what you're playing, but it goes to the same on almost all of them. Jackal. This is the go-to competitive Jackal class. Honestly, it's a good SMG. You get to play aggressive with it. It's very fast. Compensator, long barrel, ranger, foregrip, ergo, infiltrator, stock. This is your strafe speed. If you don't like the strafe speed, you can go for recoil springs, but honestly, it's not that helpful. This is not accurate. It actually gives you all positives on the recoil springs. Rapid fire, not that useful in this gun. 6% and much worse recoil. So honestly, if you're not going to run a stock, you might want to run extended mags one or something, but it's just not really worth it. It seems that like there's no other good slot to put on this gun. So ergo grip is your slide to fire again. Ranger foregrip is enough recoil control. You don't need the full vert, and it gives you mobility, your sprinting move speed. So you're just a fast little demon with this gun. Why everybody likes it. Has good irons as well. Going past the PDW, the C9. This gun is a little bit weird as well. The C9 actually has a bad amount of vertical recoil, or horizontal, I'm sorry. So I do run the vertical foregrip on this gun. I do. I run extended mags because the fire rate's higher at 730 RPM. Long barrel, compensator, and ergo grip again. I wish I could get away with ranger foregrip on this gun. I just don't feel like I can. I also don't feel like this gun is as good as the PP919. Past like 5 feet, 10 feet. This gun has a pretty good 4-shot range for an SMG in the close range. But then after that, it will lose the PP919. So. Thermal. Dude, some maps suck. Derelict, not great. Vorkuta, not great. So we run smokes with a thermal sniper occasionally when people are really head glitching a lot. It's hard to deal with it. It's just the same we use in every game. The thermals are very good in this game. The only problem I have with the thermal is that some people tell me that the smokes are not that good and you can see sniper glint inside and through the smoke. Not sure if that's true. Haven't tested it, but usually you still get the kills with the thermal. So I run assault pack on that specifically to throw more smokes. Also, I do the trick to get an extra smoke. I'll show you that in a few minutes when we're done with the classes, okay? The Krig. This is the best rifle in the game. Krig is the best rifle right now. It sits at the top. Merlin reflex, compensator, reinforced, vertical foregrip, recoil springs. We drop the ergo grip. Why do we do this? The Krig has a weird recoil pattern. Past the first 10 bullets. It cuts hard right. The recoil springs help to like reduce that as much as possible. But if you don't have as much recoil reduction, it cuts too hard and you miss too many shots. So it sucks. Also, the barrel makes a difference on this gun with the 4-shot range. It helps out a lot. It actually does. So we use the reinforced barrel to give us a little bit more damage range and to get our bullet velocity past the 800 mark. a lot of rifles, you want 800 plus bullet velocity. You just do. It feels the best. So that's why we run that. The last two classes I'm not totally sold on. The DM10 is definitely a top tier weapon, but it's hard to use. Even with the new buffer stock, which gives a lot of recoil control because it's on this weapon as well. I feel like you need rapid fire on this gun, and it can be difficult to just hit accurate shots at distance, man. Shooting at full rapid fire speed. And in the close range, I'm not going to say it's bad, but again, if you miss a bullet, it's pretty punishing. So it fits, it's just, I don't know yet. That's the class though, rapid fire, buffer weight, weighted handguard, ported compensator, and microflex on the Kepler there. Again, marksman rifle. I would like, honestly, to use a long barrel if I could, because it does give a little bit of extra two-shot distance, but I just don't know. I mean, if I did, it'd take off the rapid fire. This is probably the better play, and you just go for 2 shots at long range, honestly, and you have less recoil. It turns it into a more of a distance weapon, but yeah, play it by ear on that one. And the last one's a shotgun. The shotguns in this game don't fit very well currently. This is definitely the right class for it. Maybe the steady aim laser you take off and you do something like, gosh, I don't know. Fast motion is possible. I don't like any lasers, truly, I don't. But there's nothing else to put on the class. Underbarrels are bad. Like, you don't need them. Maybe you use the Ranger foregrip. Does it actually work? It used to not work. Oh, it does. So this will add a little bit of sprinting speed for you. That's not bad. Ranger foregrip then. I don't like lasers. And the hip fire in this game isn't that great, so the laser doesn't really improve it much. It just doesn't. When you're using the shotgun, you have to ADS. So you run rapid fire, and this, it decreases the damage range, but not by much. 0.2. It's nothing. Combat stock is your ergo grip for shotguns. It's your slide to fire, your aggressive. You need this. You need that. It helps a drastic amount. Ranger foregrip is your move speed. Long barrel is your distance. And there's no other better barrel. Reinforced barrel is not any better. It's a small difference in distance, and it gives you 1 extra bullet in your magazine. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. The recoil doesn't matter either on a shotgun, so who cares? And then the modified choke is for your accuracy when you ADS. This is a big difference. I'm going to show you really quick. If you're going to use a shotgun, you pretty much need that, okay? So, like, I mean, dude, look at that. This is so inaccurate versus aiming down sight. It's just much more noticeable. And don't trust the shotguns in the firing range. Like, it might take a lot of shots sometimes to kill certain things. It's not exactly correct. It just isn't. Like, that thing would die in, a real player would die in 1 bullet. So the shotguns aren't great with the target dummies. Anyways, those are the best classes right now in the game, in my mind. All of these. And there's a pretty good variety overall. That being said, let's move. I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I feel bad saying that. It feels weird. I don't know. Let's go into the glitch, though, really quickly. Okay? How do you get multiple grenades on a class while using perk greed? So when the game starts, you're going to notice I have 1 stim, 1 frag. All right? And I have perk greed set up. Let's say I want to do an extra frag on the class. Throw on danger close. We're going to make 1 change as well to like assault grip. And then you can just leave. This game has a hard time saving stuff. And when you make an edit to the gun, it won't remember for some reason. I don't know why. And it throws on perk greed again. And so you can then throw on flak jacket again. But because you made that edit to the game, let's go back into a match. Mid-match, it thinks that you should have 2 frags on. Or you could have done it with tactical, the tactical one, it had 2 stims. I don't know why. It's weird. But it thinks that you have both on at the same time because it reverted the change that you had made in the game. All right, we're back in the game. We selected our C9 class, and if it worked, we have 2 frags now.
Work your frag lists.
And that's how you do the glitch. Now, it will work. Actually, I've never tried it this way. Hold up. I'm kind of curious. What if I do tactical expert and then make another change again? And then leave. Wait, will I have 2 stims and 2 frags now? It does work! I have 2 stims and 2 frags now. That's crazy. I didn't know that would actually work. So you can get a lot of extra stuff if you want to. Well, there we go. I did not know that. That was kind of cool. But that's how you do the glitch. I hope you're all happy. Now you know how to do it. Let's get into the footage of the actual breakdown. How to be or how to play as a tryhard. What your thought process should be as you play and as you're maneuvering yourself throughout the map. And if you like that kind of breakdown that you're going to watch here in a second, let me know. I could do a whole video kind of dedicated to that. All right? Enjoy, and thank you all for the support. We're going to go in, cook a grenade, throw it at the edge of A right here. Watch left for our team. Hold that, hit the heady. Throw a grenade out because he might be on the far left. They're going to be up top here. He reslides on it, maybe. Slow peek. That was actually kind of scary. The whole team was up there. Alright. I'm going to throw a grenade to Piano, then I'm going to slide Piano and challenge him. I'm going to do it lower bed.
Eliminate the objective.
So throw a grenade there. Nothing. Cook another grenade here, and we're going to throw it up top. Close that. I hear this guy above me. I think he's going right here. There we go. Now go back down and watch the bookcase, because we're just watching Pinch right now. If you wonder why I know I'm using bookcase, because Bomb is down there, which means Bomb died. We're going to slide Hot Tub, because that's a power position. And try to watch Kitchen and our side, because they're on the opponent's side and they're not getting shot. So I think he's going to be either down bottom or he'll be on our side as well.
The enemy's on their back foot. Don't let up.
He wouldn't be above because you can hear him above because the audio is so weird on different levels. But he could have been down low with the guy and came out late, or he could have gone through Kitchen already and was inside our field somewhere. Alright, because they play so many people up top, I'm actually going to challenge up top. But I'm going to do it from Piano stairs. Actually, I'm going to throw a grenade and challenge him this way. I take it back. Throw a grenade there. Cook a grenade here. Throw it. Stem. We're going to slide this. Lay down. I have to watch my left too. My teammate just came out my left, so I'm safe. Which means they all went down low. Still one more down low, probably. One more. Got a ping on him. Watch low for our team. Block off the line of sight from my right. That was actually my opponent. But it looked like my friendly because the circle through the wall. Same thing. I'm gonna just throw a grenade, try to kill the guy that goes Piano, and then I'm gonna watch our Pinch from bottom.
Destroy the objective.
Do that. Nothing. We'll go watch Pinch now. I'm late to the... okay, I was trying to slide across to get to the head of here. There he is. Use our personal UAV, because they won't expect I know where he's at if he's doing that. We can go through... Nah, I'm not going to go through bottom. I'm not going to put myself... Actually, one's down low. Yeah, he's showing up as down low, so we can just kill this guy for free. He's peeking it slow. I doubt his friend told him about me, though. There he is. Close the bed. Watch bottom, I hear him. He just broke glass. I gotta slide this and heady it. One more bottom.
Eliminate them.
I got stuck in a grenade animation. I was gonna throw a grenade into bottom and then jump up, and then he shot. I pulled the grenade, put it back in, and then I got stuck pulling my gun back out. Alright, we're gonna take A this time. I'm gonna throw a grenade up top, and I'm gonna throw a grenade into A.
The objectives.
We can actually see the targets we're looking at. That's bomb. Look for the headies here. Lay down, watch the top part. We're good. Slide, watch the top part. And yeah. There's a lot of spots to sit in the field. We're gonna rush them. Do it with this gun because I have a stem on it.
Shoot to kill. We're not here to negotiate.
Use a UAV.
UAV established over. overhead.
Cook a grenade. Throw there. One more above me here.
UAV fuel check 50%.
Ah! Slid too far. I was trying to line of sight that guy really quick.
Mission time.
Yeah, I mean, he would have jumped in on me, I know, but like, I just needed to line of sight him a little bit. I didn't cancel it soon enough. Alright, we're gonna just play super aggressive. I should use my care package, but I'm not going to.
Pacify the AO, kill team.
Run in, grenade here. Need to land short. Oh, there's one there. I'm just gonna run through. Bookshelf is.
One fugitive remains.
There we go.
Terminate with extreme pressure.
And that's all of them.
Standing by.
Area pacified. Move to the LZ.
They
Helo's on the
never
way.
stood a chance.
So the route there is through bottom bed. You look for the bookshelf to be open. It wasn't open, so that means I don't have to go down low. I saw the AFK guy, obviously. I was gonna shoot him, but then the other guy jumped down, so I shot the other guy. Then I shot the AFK guy. You slide out, you look for the person on field that might be headglitching with a rifle. If you can't kill him, you kill him. And then you go up top and you flank the top route.